Hello, everyone. Let me know if you join and you can hear me and see me. Hi, people. Let me know in the comment section if you can hear and see me. Let me know in the comment section if you can hear and see me. Let me know in the comment section if you can hear and see me. Let me know in the comment section if you can hear and see me. Okay, Sylvia said, yes, I can see and hear you. Let's keep that coming in. Yes, I can. All right, let's keep that coming in. Yes, I can hear and see you. Awesome. Awesome. While we are at that, please let us know where you're joining this training from, like state and country where you're joining the training from. State and country where you're joining the training from. Please let us know the state and the country where you're joining from. An instance could be Lagos, Nigeria. So let us know the state and the country where you're joining from. Please let us know the state and the country where you're joining from. Okay, we have Lagos, Nigeria. We have Abuja, Nigeria. Okay, we have Lagos, Nigeria. We have Abuja, Nigeria. So let me know where you're joining this training from. We're going to be starting right about now. That's because we're going to be starting right about now. I wouldn't be. So we have Delta State, Nigeria, Ogun State, Nigeria, Port Harcourt. We have United States. We have Ekiti, Nigeria. We have Canada. And we have Liberia. And I'm so happy that we get to join the class today. So I'm going to go ahead to present my screen right now so that we can start immediately. Welcome, everyone. Let me know if you can see my screen right now. Let me know if you can see my screen. Let me know if you can see my screen. Let me know if you can see my screen. Let me know if you can see my screen. Awesome. I can see, seen. Yes, I can. Yes. Oh, awesome. 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 All right. So congratulations on embarking on this journey. Like, congratulations on embarking on this journey. You want to put in the comment section, congratulations with your name. So you want to put congratulations, Chinyere, congratulations, Adirunke, congratulations. We have Collins, congratulations, Modupe. So put congratulations with your name in the comment section. That's to tell you that many wanted to join this training, but they couldn't, maybe due to some reason or the other. But you're here today, and I can't even overemphasize that this is going to be a life transformative journey for you. So I can't even overemphasize that. So congratulations once again on taking on this journey to be part of this training, the complete virtual assistant live practical training. Now, if there is anything you probably would have heard or heard about me, I am very big on motivation. 2 things that I've realized that can make you succeed in life, whether in this training or outside of wherever you find yourself in life, is the things that you have told yourself, like your own motivation, like your own positive affirmation. So I'm big on mindset. I'm big on mindset because your mindset can literally make you a billionaire and it can literally make you poor for life. So I want to begin by telling you that there is no better time to have started this journey that you have started than you have today. So many persons will come with, coach, what about if others are ahead of me? What about if I do not achieve more? Or what about? Another person's journey is not your own journey. So there is no better time for you to have started than now. And trust me, nothing has gone against you. Like, you can't say, oh, that the industry is, the industry is not saturated, and we're still going to talk about that, right? So nobody has taken your position. Nobody will take what belongs to you as long as you do your part. There is no also better time to push yourself than now, right? There is no better time to push yourself than now. You're going to push yourself in this next 1 month. You're going to push yourself outside of your comfort zone many times, right? You have to push yourself outside of your comfort zone to get value from this class. So there is no better time, trust me, to push yourself than now that you are about to take this training. Now, there is no better time to stop giving excuses. I know that we are all busy. I know you would come with that "I'm busy, I got busy" kind of attitude and all of that. Everybody is freaking busy. Like if I tell you my schedule every day, you might feel like, wow, I'm not even busy. So everybody is busy. You might find yourself wanting to give excuse in this training. So there is no better time to stop giving excuse than now. Like you have to tell yourself that as I'm embarking on this journey, I'm not going to give any excuse. Even if you have to write it as an affirmation on your wall for you to see it every day, you're telling yourself that in the next 1 month, no excuse, like no excuse not to show up for class, no excuse not to do my assignment, no excuse not to push myself. Again, I want to tell you, there is no better time to be determined than now. Especially for the mothers among us, you might feel like, oh, I'm a mom, I'm all of that. But there is no better time to be determined than right now. Now, you're taking this training for one of the following reasons. You want to learn a new skill. You want to earn money online. You want to increase your earning. You want to transition remotely, and you want to become financially stable. Which of these reasons made you to register for this class? Let me know in the comment section which of these reasons made you to register for this class. Let me know in the comment section which of these reasons made you to register for this class. Let me begin to see that in the comment section. Which of these reasons? Is it to learn a new skill? Is it to earn money online? Is it to increase your earning? Is it to transition remotely? Is it to become financially stable? Which of these reasons made you to register for this class? So I see all of the above: to make big money online. I see all of the above: financial stability. I want to become financially stable. Although a new skill and financial stability, become financially stable. Put your own. This journey is not a journey that somebody is running for you. Like when I say comment in the comment section, so that you can push yourself to do something for yourself. Put your own. On this training like this, it's like everybody is running their own race. So you're running your own race. So put your own and begin to speak for yourself. So to be able to earn more money and be financially independent, all of the above, to increase financial stability and better myself, all of the above, financial stability to upskill myself, all of the above, all of the above. Awesome. Thank you for taking the time to do that. Now, if you know me or you have probably joined one of our free trainings, you would have always seen that I'm very big on statistics. Now, the global freelance market is expected to grow at a compounded annual rate of 16.1 billion, 16.5% from 2023 to 2030. By 2030, this freelance industry, which is the industry where you and me, the industry where I am, and the industry where you're working into, is expected to have reached 14.39 billion by 2023. Like, I don't even know if your mind is open enough to like understand what I'm saying, or you're ready to benefit from this industry. Like I don't know if your mind can comprehend the kind of money in this industry. Now, according to also recent statistics, so please, my screen is pretty big on my end. If you're having difficulty to see what is on my screen, you need to zoom in on your screen. You need to zoom in on your screen. So if you're having difficulty seeing what is on my screen, please zoom in on your screen. Zoom in on your screen. Now, according to recent statistics, the global virtual assistant market, now the freelance market is the industry where the virtual assistant market is under. The freelance market is just the market that houses everybody that work as a freelancer, whether you're a virtual assistant or not, right? That is the freelance market, which is the first one that we have established that would reach 14.39 billion by 2023. Now, the virtual assistant market itself is projected to reach a value of 16.1 billion by 2026. We are in 2025 already. So if you are still sleeping, if you're still sleeping in 2025, and this industry is projected to hit 16.1 billion next year, you need to stop sleeping and wake up from your slumber, right? Because the amount of value you can get from this industry cannot even be comprehended. So I want to even ask, the projection of the virtual assistant market, are you going to be part of it, or you're just going to be a passerby? Let me know in the comment section. Are you going to be among this projection? Are you going to be among this projection? Or you're among those that would just be a passerby? Let me know in the comment section. Will you be among this projection, or you would be a passerby? Some people say I'm going to be among it. All right. Now, many virtual assistants that I've seen in this journey, I've been a VA for over 5 years. I'm going to still talk about that. But many virtual assistants that I've seen in this industry, they survive. They don't thrive. The goal for you is to become an indispensable asset. Now, the only thing that can stop you from the realization of this dream is your doubt of today. Obviously, the reason why you're taking this in training is to become an indispensable asset. Now, your goal as a virtual assistant is not just to survive. So many of us have that title. I'm a virtual assistant. That is what you clamor about. But what can you show for being a virtual assistant? Nothing. You can't show anything for being a virtual assistant. That's because you're surviving. Your goal is to thrive and become an indispensable asset. Now, another thing I love to talk about when I come to speak to my students during this training is your relationship with money. If we open the mind of some people right now, they have a bad relationship with money. Today is just our introduction class. Part of the things I will also be doing in this training is to work on your mindset. So many of us have a archaic mindset that can't even push you. Sometimes it's not just about how intelligent or how outstanding you are in this industry. Your mindset also plays a role and a part on how far you can go or how far you can achieve. So what is your relationship with money? Let me know in the comment section. What kind of relationship do you have with money? Do you have a good relationship with money or a bad relationship with money? What is your mentality around money? The reason why we're talking about money is your goal is to make money. That is why you're trying to become a virtual assistant, right? So if we don't talk about money, then what is this training all about? The goal is to make money, so we need to talk about it. So I'm asking, what is your relationship with money? Somebody says spend it. A sound relationship with money. Now, as we dive into this journey, I want you to keep at the back of your mind that money is a tool to be mastered, not a master that you should be afraid of. Your relationship with money is what would help you to really foster financial well-being and freedom. Again, I will tell you this. You can have all of the skills in this world and yet you won't make money out of it. Why? You have a bad relationship with money. And it's totally fine. Some persons have bad relationship with money. That's because of where they are coming from, right? So you're not to be blamed, but you need to begin to recondition your mind that money is not something you should be scared of spending. Money is not something that you should feel like you're a slave to. Money is supposed to be a tool that should answer you, a tool to be used, not a tool that you're supposed to be scared of. There are two types of mindsets that people have around money. We have those that have money mindsets. Maybe when we are done looking at these two types of mindset around money, you can clearly position yourself around your relationship with money. Now, we have two types of mindsets around money. We have the money mindsets. Now, when we're looking at the money mindset, we're looking at those who see money as a tool to achieve their goals rather than a measure for their worth. Money is just a tool to these people. Now, to this first set of people, money is a resource that facilitates their goal. It's not a scorecard for their personal success. For these people, money is a means for them to improve their life and serve other people and support other people, not a status symbol for them. Now, this first set of people also have mindset of abundance. They are focusing on ways they can create more money, opportunities that can help them generate more money and income. These are the people who have open mind around money. Now we have the second set of people, the scarcity mindset. This set of people, they see money as never enough. Every time they are always very anxious. They have fear of spending money. They are always scared that their resources will run out, and they believe that money is never enough for them. Now, looking at these two mindset of people, trust me, some of us, I love the person that said, I have a bad relationship with money. It is totally okay to be vulnerable. Now, when most persons are saying, I have great relationship with money, some persons will run and hide under it and shout, I have great relationship with money. Whereas, when we look at you and look at money, it is nothing to write home about. It is totally okay to be vulnerable. It is when you realize that, Kai, I think I have fear of spending money. I think me as your coach, I have fear of spending my money on myself. It is part of scarcity mindset. I try to save. I try to have good relationship with money, but I fear spending my money on myself. And it's totally fine. Why am I telling you this? You can be a mixture of both. It can be that you have money mindset, you're trying to save, you can use your money to help other people, but you still have a bit of the scarcity mindset, which is totally fine. We are human. But our goal is to be able to work on totally living the scarcity mindset and being on the mindset of like money actually. Somebody said money is never enough. That's why I joined this training, to have financial freedom. Awesome. So somebody said, I have a bit of two. I have a bit of the both. Sometimes I can also be a bit of, when I'm broke, I am the scarcity mindset. If you touch me and mention money when I'm broke, I feel even chop you raw. Like I will get angry with you, and it's scarcity mindset. So it is totally fine if you have a bit of both. Our goal is to now work on living the scarcity mindset and move into the money mindset. Now you might be wondering, she's just talking. She has not even introduced herself. Awesome. So who am I? My name is Chinyere Linda Agbasire. Ni Agbasire, because Agbasire is my father's name. You would see I'm beginning to incorporate Udo in some of my handles, but most of my handles you will still find Chinyere Agbasire, because that is the name on my documents. So in case you're going and you're like, Coach is answering Chinyere Udo or Chinyere Agbasiri. Any of them, I'm using both. Now, I wear many hats. And one of my students reminded me during, I think, our training that one of the biggest things that she picked away, when our training was when I told her that, or when I told my student that I'm the reality of many Africans. And I'm going to explain this. I wear many hats. I'm currently pursuing my second master's in the space of 3 years in the field of marketing analytics. I finished my first master's last year, and I'm currently pursuing my second master's right now. Outside of academia, I am a mom, right? I am a wife. I'm a teacher. I'm a graduate teaching assistant here. I'm a virtual assistant. What that means is I have clients that I work with as a virtual assistant. And of course, I am a coach, and that is why I am here with you today. Now, I am what you would call a busy bee. What that means is I'm always busy. I don't have a free time. You would never find me idle unless I'm sleeping. Even when I'm sleeping, my brain is working. So I am always busy. That is true. But am I too busy for my students? The answer is no. My student literally means the world to me, and I try to be present for them. Even when you have achieved your success, you have gotten your job, trust me, we are still together in this. That's because even after this training, there is a bigger community that you would still join. So we are not leaving anybody stranded in this journey till we have gotten, till we make heaven at last. That's just the goal, right? We have to keep making money. So I'm happy to be your coach in this ride. And I want to say thank you for trusting me, because I believe that you obviously saw so many other opportunities of this same training, but you decided to say, okay, I trust this person with my resources to teach me and hold me accountable in this journey, and I'll be doing just that. So if you need the motivation to make it in this industry, let me be that motivation to you. There is no reality of what you'll be looking at right now that I do not embody. I am a parent. So if you're a parent here, let me motivate you. If you're a student here, I have gone through university. I'm currently getting a master's degree. So I am still a student. Let me motivate you. If you're a girly, I tell people that you see all this, I be girly. What makes you a beautiful woman, what makes you a beautiful lady is your ability to command your own finances. If you don't have your own finances, there is still something wrong in your I be babe. Your ability to call yourself a babe is not like you're dependent on any man. You freaking call the shots because you have your own money. That is what totally makes you a babe. And I can confidently tell you that I'm a babe because I call my own shots. I'm not broke. Right? I'm a mom. I'm not a dad, but I'm a parent. Right? So I'm a mom. So if you're a mom, whether you're a stay-at-home mom or you're a busy mom, I've had my students so many times ask me, Coach, how do you manage being a mom, a student, and all of that? When we continue this training from time to time, I would share how I manage to juggle through life every day. You might say, oh, I'm a 9-to-5 worker. How do I manage? I work. I am still a student. So outside of, I go to school from time to time because I'm a grad student, and I also work. So what that means is I literally also do a 9-to-5. This semester, I am working 20 hours in school. I'm working extra 20 hours for internship that is compulsory. So what that means is I am also a full-time 9-to-5 worker. So I'm doing 40 hours every week. So I'm also a business owner. So if you're a business owner, you're like, how do I even do this? You're fine. So I want to believe that whatsoever that I've listed here, you fall into one or two of this category. And you have somebody who totally understands you. So be rest assured that you are not alone in this journey. You would, coach, do you work 9 to 5 from home? No, I go to school in person. My internship is in person, so I do it in person. I'm happy to be here. It's becoming a reality. So I do I go to my 9 to 5 is not remote. I do it in person. So what is my story? And again, I said, I'm the reflection of many Africans, like I'm the reality of many Africans. And I'm happy to be doing what I do. I finished school 2018. By God's grace, I did my NYC 2019. But that was not without a late 2019, finished early 2020 or late 2020, something like that. That was not without its own struggle. By the time I was finishing school in 2018, I was close to being 26. Now, why so many of my classmates had dreams of what they wanted to do? Many persons were leaving school to go and apply for jobs. The couple of jobs I saw while finishing school, they needed people who were 18 to 25. Max, they were looking for max of 25. And here I was, walking out of my school with all the struggles of going to a school for 4 years. And I was standing at the exit of leaving without knowing my full step of where I was going to. Now, while everybody moved around with laughters on their faces because you can't obviously start sharing what your struggle were, I had my own questions to ask myself. What would a first-class degree do for me? Right? I had a first-class degree. And this is not because I had a first-class degree. I'm telling you this because you might be seeing yourself and you're like, I'm 26, I'm 30. What is it? What is in for me even after I leave school? Right? You might just be like me. My uncertainties obviously lived with me as I left school, and with everything happening at that time, and with everything that surrounded my graduation and issues that came up, it was quite very depressing. But I pulled through. One of those days I was going through social media and I stumbled on social media management. This is my story of how I went into virtual assistant. I stumbled into social media management and I'm like, what is the worst thing that can happen? I'm not even at this point. I do not have a father in government. All my uncles were traders, just like my father. I didn't have anybody that would recommend me to any position. I didn't know anybody. I didn't have anybody. It was just me, God, my phone, and my laptop. So I decided to dabble into social media management. I remember before leaving school that one of our lecturers talked about LinkedIn. I briefly opened it then, but I never documented anything on it. Now, if you're hearing about LinkedIn today, or you've been on LinkedIn but you never took it serious, today might be your new year to start. It's not necessary that you might document your journey. This journey is different for everybody. Everybody will have their own breakthrough moments and their success moments. One of my students, if you joined the events that we did the other day, talked about how the company she is currently working with flew her to France, right? Either France or Paris, one of them, just because she's a virtual assistant. So I can't begin to explain to you the benefits in this industry. Your mind has to be able to comprehend it, right? Now, I'm not also going to tell you that it's rose, that once you just start, okay, it was France. Thank you, guide. So I'm not also going to tell you that once you just start, boom, you're beginning to be cashing out. You can. For some persons, you might not. And this is my story. So when I started documenting my journey on LinkedIn, it took me 3 months for an HR to reach out to me that if I could work for them as a social media manager for a company that was in the US. Now, this company was being contracted by a Nigerian client. So what that means is they contract the job to a Nigerian client. They pay us in Naira, right? But we are working for. So my first salary then was 165,000. I kept learning from there. I kept making progress. I kept moving, and I kept developing myself until when I decided to branch fully into freelancing and not just dependent on anybody. Now, what this means is this industry will offer you different opportunities. This industry, you can work remotely as 9 to 5 as a virtual assistant. You can also become a virtual assistant that does freelancing. That means you're working for multiple people. Why I'm saying this is not everybody have the capability of working with multiple people. You can decide to work with one person. Now, some jobs might be very difficult to work on, so you might not have the time to work with multiple people. In the next class, we're going to break down who a virtual assistant is, and you would understand that. Today, we are just doing introduction and talking about things you'll be learning in this training. Now, my journey has been one of practice to make progress. I didn't just wake up one morning and started earning in dollar. It's been a sequence of a journey that has led to another journey, that has led to another journey. Yesterday, I was having a conversation in our big community. A student reached out to me. If there is anything you would expect from this training, expect a coach that tells you that white is white, red is red, green is green, purple is purple. I don't paint things. I don't sugarcoat things. I'm not one of those coaches that would make things sweet so that you like it. I tell you the raw truth the way it is because we are all adults. So the conversation was, she said somebody reached out to her on LinkedIn and offered a salary of 60K. I'm not saying this because 60K is okay. I'm saying this so that you learn from it. So I asked her a question. Outside of the training that you have taken, do you have like any other experience? She said no. I said, in this journey, you need to appreciate your days of little beginning. I don't want to lie to you or sugarcoat it and tell you that once you're done with this training, you will start packing dollar. That is me lying to you. That is me not telling you that you might begin to earn with Naira. You might have to do free volunteer jobs to gain experience. So somebody else commented, that salary is not even up to data. And I asked myself, when I came back to Nigeria, I spent over 100K on data just because I'm posting on Instagram, nothing else. And the right, and me now thinking is, whether you post, whether you take a job for experience or not, either ways you spend the data. And I hope that you begin to, that this journey begins to sink into you. Now, at the bottom line, I told them, know when an opportunity is to learn and grab it. I'm going to ask us, what's your key takeaway? This class is not just for you two. This is a class. This is where the journey starts. So you're going to do an assignment for this class. So if you're not taking notes, I don't know what you're doing. So learn when a journey is for you to learn. Learn so that when your opportunity finally comes, your learning days become a ladder for you to move on to where you're going to. Now, many of us are so covered with, I want to make the money, that even when your learning opportunity comes, you let it go because you're more focused on ego, money, kudi. You're more focused on the money. What will help you earn? What has helped me earn and being able to call my shot today is what I have accumulated with experience. So right now, when I'm charging as a VA, I'm charging as a VA with 5 years of experience, who has built a portfolio, who has paid her dues, not as a VA that is just starting today, who has not gotten experience. If I've not worked with brands, I've worked with over 15 brands since I started. But you're just starting, and you have uplifted the standards. I'm not in support of being underpaid. I hope what I'm saying makes sense to you, and it can sit clearly for you to know when to take an opportunity to grow and when to say, I want to increase my earning. Again, I want you to remember as we continue this journey that patience is not simply the ability to wait. It is how you behave while you're waiting. What is your behavioral pattern when you're patiently waiting for that opportunity to come? Are you letting opportunities that would help you grow pass because you're more focused on, Kai, this job will stress me and they would underpay me? Have the mindset of, okay, what about if this is an internship and I'm not being paid for it? Why not see it that way? Okay, I see this. Okay, I say you never be too fast to make the money. Know when, thank you for saying that, know when to say, I have grown to call my shot. So many persons are not ready. Like they're not ready. Like even when an opportunity come and you charge $50, can you deliver? They will sack you. They will sack you. So how you behave when you're waiting for that your big moment to come is what would, like, your behavior is what really would determine if you're really patient per se or you're not. Now, adaptability is another thing. It is not the strongest of the species that survive in this industry. Nami strong pass. I am the most intelligent. I am the most smart in this training. It is not the strongest species that survive, nor the most intelligent, but the one that is responsive to change. What is the change that will be happening in this industry? How are you able to embrace it? How are you able to adapt into it? And how are you able to better yourself? You can be in this industry for 4 years and never earn in dollar. That's because it's not of he that say, na me lift weight pass. It is the one who is very responsive to change. I can't tell you the amount of tools that I've had to learn in the last 5 years just to stay job relevant. Sometimes I even question myself, what do you have capability in? Because my skill set, it varies. If I'm writing my CV sometimes, I get confused. Where can I even put myself? I know how to use a lot of tools. And I was not born with any of them. I have consistently grew every single day. Like in the month of December, I registered for over 7 courses that I'm supposed to start taking, and I need to fit. I've told you that I do 9 to 5. I will do 40 hours every week. I have to still coach inside of it, like teach you. I have to still fit in all my courses. And what I tell people is, there is a certain age I want to get to and retire, right? So you need to sit yourself down, soak everything that I'm telling you in, and begin to take it serious and begin to work on yourself so that you don't survive, but rather so that you thrive in this industry. You might be like, everything Coach has said sounds interesting, but what gives her the capability, or what even makes me, why should I listen to her? I'm close to being 5 years in this industry. Pikin will be 5 years. If you gave birth and the child is 5 years, what class will the person be right now? Pikin where you born, where don't reach 5 years, which class you go dey? A child that is 5 years or close to 5 years, which class will the child be? So you won't at 5, I'm not sure you will call. So you are too imparted, ma. Thank you. Okay, we have somebody said primary one. Okay, primary one. Awesome. The child can begin to go on errand for you. So I'm not a child in this industry. So one of the reasons why you should listen to me. In 3 months, I was able to scale over 10K from a platform which I'll be teaching you how to use. I have seen tangible results in this industry. So when they say, even as 5 years, some persons have been in this industry for 10 years, but at 5 years, I think I'm an elder because of how much I have grown and advanced myself. I have worked with international clients. I have gained invaluable exposure to diverse culture, working ethnicity, and business practices. I have an ongoing involvement in this industry. What that means is I'm not going to be giving you cock and bull story. This training is more practical than anything you have ever done in the university. Most of the tools that we're going to be looking at in this training, some of us might have heard it. You don't know how to use it. You might not have heard it before. This might be your first time. So you're going to be exposed diversely in this training. And so you can count on me for first-hand actionable advice on how to navigate this industry, how to attract clients, how to build lasting professional relationships if you're in this journey as we progress. What would you be learning in the comprehensive virtual assistance training? Cannot fully explain what this journey is going to be for most person. In our section 1, we're going to be looking at the foundation of virtual assistants. We're going to be having an overview of the virtual assistant industry. We're going to be looking at types of virtual assistants, human VA versus AI assistants. We're going to be looking at the evolution of virtual assistant technology. We're going to be looking at the key skills and competence for success in this VA industry. We're going to be debunking myths, separating facts from friction in this virtual assistant industry. Mindset shift. You would have noticed from where we started that I'm big on mindset. Your mindset would always play a role in everything for you. We're going to be looking at benefits of becoming a virtual assistant, and you're going to have practical assignments even starting from today. In section 2, we're going to be looking at the essential office tools and collaboration tools. Under this module, we're going to be looking at the comprehensive overview of essential softwares and program tools that you need. Google Workspace. So on this day, we're going to be looking at Google Drive, Calendar, Outlook, OneDrive, Dropbox. We're also going to be looking at communication platforms like Slack, Zoom, Google Meet. We're also going to be looking at project management tools like Trello, Notion, Asana, and the likes. We're going to be looking at how to manage tasks on Notion, Asana, and Monday.com. We're going to be looking at how you can effectively use Trello board, how to leverage Slack channel for team collaboration. We're going to be looking at security and privacy while using these tools. We're also going to be looking at managing access to sensitive information, technology, and we're going to have practical assignments. What this means is on Wednesday, which is next week Wednesday, by the grace of God, if our class starts on Monday, by Wednesday is when we're going to be doing section 2. Now, just before somebody asks me, Coach, this section, do we start and continue to another? Or maybe we continue? On some days we might, but the goal is that when we start a section, we finish it that day. We finish it that day so that you can have time to like rest. And so what this also means is that some class might pass 3 hours, and I'm being very honest. So when you're coming to class, Come with your writing pen. Come with something to munch on if you would need to. This is a learning journey. It's like a classroom you're coming to. Please, can you share the table of content? Please be patient. Please be patient. So this is what we're going to be covering in section 2. In section 3, we're going to be looking at AI-powered virtual assistants, introduction to AI assistants and their capability. We're going to be looking at popular AI platforms like ChatGPT, Gemini, Claudia. We're going to be having practical insights on how you can use these tools for daily workflows, how you can consult them to come up with ideas. And finally, we're going to be looking at implementing IT tools for routine tasks. And we're going to have practical assignments. Every section, that means every day we come to class, we have practical assignments. We have assignments to go home with. So also in section 4, we're going to be looking at how to set up and market yourself as a virtual assistant. Under this section, we're looking at choosing and identifying high-paying niche, essential soft skills that you need as a virtual assistant, how to assess your client's need and tailor your services, building your professional portfolio from scratch, setting and optimizing your social media profile like LinkedIn and Instagram, social media strategies to grow, and also we're going to have a practical assignment. In section 5, we're going to be looking at training on places like, In section 5, we're going to be specializing on advanced services that you can offer as a virtual assistant. We're going to be looking at calendar management, travel booking, content writing and management. Under content writing and management, we're looking at how to build a content calendar, how to write a content strategy. We're also going to be looking at email management, social media management. We're going to be looking at Airbnb and real estate virtual assistants. We're going to be having practical assignments and all of that. Now, in section 6, okay, let me do this from here so that I don't make mistake. So in section 6, we're going to be looking at specialized services and client attraction. We're going to be looking at SEO and web research, customer support, lead generation, telemarketing, sales, and cold calling. We're going to also be diving deep into the business of virtual assistant, where we are learning client attraction, retention management, and onboarding. We're also going to be looking at how you can detect fake jobs and safeguard your interest so that you don't fall victim, and also practical assignments. In section 7, we're looking at specialized and advanced services and tools. We're going to be looking at a little bit on CRM. We're going to be looking at HubSpot, Zoho, and other CRM. We're going to be looking at time management apps, time tracking and productivity apps, security tools. We're going to be talking about guidance for maintaining confidentiality in communication, especially as you're working online. We're also going to be talking about measures to protect sensitive information. We're also going to be talking about how to understand and maintain boundaries in professional setting. And we're going to be talking about ethical use of AI tools in virtual assistants. And we're also going to have a practical exercise. Now, in week 3, we're going to have mastering of job platforms and proposal. We're going to be talking about mastering platforms like Upwork and how to make your profile stand out, how to optimize your Upwork presence, how to write a winning proposal. We're also going to be exploring other venues to find VA jobs, and we're going to have practical assignments. Okay, so we have, this sounds interesting. Can we get plenty likes to coach? This is a full package for us, ma. I'm so loving this class already. Even if it's a 9 to 4, I'm in. This schedule is fully packed. My hair, I'm in. Coachy, I dare your back. If my students from other cohorts are here, they go to verse right now, right? And this was why we had to, for those of us that paid 37,500, This, for those that paid December of last year for this training, I did not, these modifications were made this year, right? I could have waited for this cohort to go and make this modification in next class, but I did not do that. I have some of my old students that re-registered for this training because they are like, coach, you don't do us ojoro and all of that. So that's that. That's just by the way. We're also going to, in section 9, we're talking about pricing and contract strategy. We're looking at virtual assistants in different industry, techniques and tips you can use to negotiate rates that reflect your values and expertise. We're also going to be talking about how you can set up your price, how you can draft your contract, strategies to scale your earning and make more money. We're also going to be looking at latest trends and career developments, or areas you can focus on even after taking this VA training. We're also going to be looking at, like, so you're going to have practical assignments on setting up your contract and other things. Now, in section 10, which is like literally our last section, our final class, I don't usually put it here. In our final class, I know some of us joined our final class the last time I did it. In that class, I talk about financial management, but I did not add it here, right? So in section 10, when we get to section 10, we have literally covered everything. In the last training that we're still going to do on YouTube, this is a section that would have, and I'm still going to communicate that. Now, the section 10 is boosting your CV and interview skill. We're going to be talking about effective strategies you can use to reach out to potential clients, how to set up your home office or your professional workspace, how to manage online distraction and maintain work-life balance. I'm going to be sharing techniques for successfully acing your virtual or in-person interview. I'm going to also be touching on how to tailor your CV to relevant virtual assistant field, emerging trends in the virtual assistant industry you need to look out for, career opportunities and growth paths you can follow, continuous learning strategies you can use to grow, and we're going to have your final assignments. Now, I also want to caution, because some of us might notice that I do a CV training. This is just like an intro to help you on how to write your CV. If you need that hand holding, like you want coach to hold your hand, like give you that thorough review on your CV, then CV review and writing is a technical work, and you know that already. Then you want to just jejely register for the CV training so that you can have that hand holding. I'm trying my best to cut down the price for my students so that they can also take advantage of it. So that is your best bet. I just wanted to say that, because some persons are already dragging me, coach, hope you would screw us on how to write CV and all of that. I would teach you, but that hand holding, pushing you, even helping you making modifications and all of that will come from that CV training, because it's a lot of mental gymnastics and work to be done. So we also have extra bonuses. All we just talked about right now is just one part of what we are doing. We also have extra bonuses in this training. I'm going to be bringing an instructor that will teach you data entry. We're going to have a 2 days graphic design class. We're also going to have crypto NFT training, and we're going to be also having, so we have 4 other instructors that will be coming in. The data entry instructor, we have graphic designer instructor, we have crypto NFT instructor, and we also have an instructor that will be teaching us or teaching you how to use Fiverr to get a job. Now, other things you would get in this training is bonuses such as I've been able to use, or I would say I've been able to milk and understand how to use Upwork. It's a new word right here. I'm loving this already. I'm glad I paid for this course. Thank you, Linda, for saying that. So we also have other bonuses. I've been able to use Upwork for a while. built out templates that I'm supposed to be selling, but I don't sell that particular template. I gather these templates of proposal that I've used over the years to apply for a job. I will teach you how to write proposal, but I will also provide you my own proposal that I've written that have landed me jobs that you can make modifications on and use to apply for jobs. Now we're going to have a 15 days job application marathon challenge with support. The goal of this, I think most persons misunderstand what this 15 days job application with. If you look at the syllabus, it is already preparing you for a job. The job application marathon, I'm not doing anything literally. What I'm doing in that 15 days is to show up every single day and drop motivational words to encourage you. Share tips and strategies if there is any, because you already have everything. After teaching you for a whole month everything that you want, what can I possibly do again? I've taught you everything. That 15 days is me now holding you accountable to apply for job every day for 15 days. Now, some persons will be like, I have a student that once reached out. What then is the 15 days job application marathon for? It is so that you don't get over comfortable and forget that you're supposed to apply for a job. That is why I will disturb you for 15 days. I will disturb you for 15 days to apply for a job so that you can put yourself out there. That is what the 15 days job application marathon is all about. So we are waking up every day. Myself and my assistant to be on your group, telling you, posting, and encouraging you to go and apply for a job. Now, you have access to all the video recording. At the moment class is ending, you would have access to the video recording. The goal of this training, it is not a course. It is a live training. The difference between a course and a live training is your coach would always be there. What that means is I can't wake up on Monday and say, listen, I'm having a headache, I can't come to class. I will carry my headache and come to class. So what that also means is it is a live training. If giving you recording is a benefit, it's not a right. Because some persons will come with, is their right to have recording? No, what you paid me for is a live training. For me to come and sit here and direct you on a live training, like sit here literally with you every day on our class schedule. It's just like going to class in your classroom. When your instructor finished teaching you, did they give you recording if you dey go house? No. You're supposed to come to class, take notes, do assignment that has been given to you. That is why it's a live class. The only difference from this and that classroom you're going to is that this is a Zoom. It is online. This training is online because you can't give what you don't have. You can't be looking for a virtual work. Like you want to work with somebody virtually and you're learning in the classroom. How will you be able to do it? It's not possible. It's not possible. You can't give what you don't have. So you can't give what you don't have. That being said, I'm going to provide recording of this class as the training is ending and the video is done processing. I'm going to provide recording, and this recording will be available for 6 months. After 6 months, you will lose access to this recording. I haven't implemented student buying recording yet. So as much as you want to come to class, you still have 6 months from the day the training ends. Now, some persons will come and ask, Coach, does this 6 months start today? No, that is unfair. So once the training ends, you have 6 months once the training ends to have access to your recording. All the recording will be on Telegram. So if you have not joined Telegram and we have already shared it, that means I don't know what you're waiting for. Now, this 6 months is because of the stay-at-home mothers and those mothers that are probably maybe pregnant, they are tired, not for young ladies that are vibrant like me and you. It is because of the mothers. That is why I made it 6 months. So I don't want mothers coming to my DM again saying, coach, extend it to 1 year. No. It used to be 3 months. I shifted it for 6 months because of subsequent complaints from mothers who have joined this training. So Biko, no come my DM, come say, coach, I beg, increase them. I don't increase them already. Please, I beg, right? That's not all. There will be certificates of participation. And for the last cohort, I did not say it early. For this cohort, I want to say it early so that we don't feel like, coach, you did not tell us on time. For previous cohorts, I used to be the one that paid for certificates. But the shege that they have shown me in certificate right now, I stopped paying for certificates from the last cohorts. So if there is anybody in the last cohort, they will tell you that they paid 2K for certificates. So if you need certificates, I'm very honest. That is why I'm saying this on a live on YouTube. So if you need certificates after this training, you would pay 2K. Now, some persons at the end will be like, with every, you go even see, I go make I carry cane, they flog some people in this training that we're going to embark on. Some persons will still feel like, coach, the worst thing you have done for us is charging us 2K for certificates. There are people that charge 5K, 10K, and not even to send. But if you need certificates at the end of this training, you would need to pay a token of 2K. When we are getting to the end of the training, we're going to talk about it. But let's just keep at the back of our mind that I said it today, that you would have to pay 2K for certificates if you want it. If you also don't want it, it is totally fine. Nobody's going to force that down on you. Now, in this training also, I'm going to provide you support. So many persons have come to me, coach, would you still be there for us even after this training has ended? I love my students and I'm saying it openly. Those in our community will tell you, I can be slow to reply to chats. That is one. I can be slow to reply to chats. But there is none of my students that has ever chatted me that I did not respond to or ever come for. There is none of my students who is telling me that, coach, I have a job interview, what should I do? That I've never come true for. I am always there for my student. That is one thing I needed to have at the back of your mind. So we have a bigger community of over 1,000 virtual assistants. If you check my handle today, you'll see job offers that I posted. If I'm not a good coach, I'm not sure people will get job and come and tell me, coach, thank you, I got jobs. I know most of you joined this training because of reviews that you can see. So I'm not making anything up. Like, I am not making anything up. So you're going to still get that mentorship and support from me. We are working on getting like more hands-on support. We keep updating the group, but I'm just telling you that you're not going to be stranded and you're not going to be alone. I try as much as possible to, you're not entitled to me giving you a job, but I bring job opportunities to my students. We recently have a collaboration with a VA agency. What that means is we refer virtual assistants to them and they employ our virtual assistants, which is a plus for you for any amount you have paid for this training, right? And we are working on more opportunities like that to come. This is not me saying when you finish your training, fold your hands and wait. No. What I'm saying is opportunities, the goal is for us to grow. So I will keep working on opportunities to come into our community. So I'm not leaving you stranded. Now, for you to actually succeed in this class participation on 100%, class participation is 20%. You coming to class participating. Weekly assignment, that is the assignment that I give at the end of every class, carries 40%. Why? Especially for those of us that are newbie, right? You're still new in this industry. You are still new in this industry. And you're like, if your assignments is your ability to build your portfolio. Remember, I said you're going to be building your portfolio at the end of this training. And again, I will repeat it again. You can't give what you don't have. Your portfolio is those assignments you're able to do is what you would use to build your portfolio. So guide and take your assignment serious, like life depends on it. Don't joke with your assignments. Do all of your assignments. Now, some persons will come to me, Coach, is assignment mandatory? Assignment is not mandatory. What that means is I will not chase you around to do your assignments. But if you're looking for a portfolio that you can hold, most clients do not ask for CV in this VA industry. What they ask is your portfolio. So guide your assignment like your life depends on it and ensure to do your assignments, because that is what you would use to build your portfolio when we get to portfolio building. Your assignment is those track records that you put inside your portfolio that you can present to clients as what you have done that would make them want to even give you an opportunity. Now, we're going to have like a final project that would help you. Already, this is already inbuilt inside what I have, like inside the daily assignment. But the final project is you now trying to replicate these same things that you have done, seeing yourself as the business owner and replicating it for yourself, or looking for one person you can work with in the space of like maybe a month to replicate this same thing. Your goal will be to find that person. So you might want to start looking around, because this final project is very important to also add to your portfolio. Then we have peer evaluation. Maybe your peers looking at some of the things that you've done, like your portfolio and all of that, to give you like that edge. So regular attendance is very important for you to succeed in this class. If professional, we already have like a community of virtual assistants. I'm going to be sharing other learning platforms where you can get free certifications and all of that. And we are in on a very long ride in this training. So my people will say, Angolango na nko na abia. So don't drink the shaft of Pami, that the main drink is actually coming. So at the end of the day, I'm like, even if we move this training fee more than what it is right now, the fact that you have a coach who is available, I don't think if you're paying for mentorship, people charge 50K, 100K for just mentorship, not for training. So I can't imagine having a coach who is present. The only thing I would beg you is always read the information on the group. We are not children. We are not children. We are not children. It will surprise you that some of the things I posted on the group yesterday, some persons still DM'd me to ask me that same question. So one thing you need to work on is reading and understanding. That is not what anybody can teach you. Again, I must say, in this first 1 week, if they look like say you're mad, because it will be a lot of information that is poured on you. Like a lot of information will be passed into you and you might feel overwhelmed. It is totally fine. You might feel like, can I even understand what I'm learning? There will be a lot of tools you'll be exposed to, but you'll be fine, trust me. So what are your expectations from this training? Introduction to virtual assistant tools and softwares, trainings of specific skills relevant to virtual assistants, improvement in your communication skills, both written and verbal, enhancement of your technical skills, proficiency in using office suites, project management tools and the like, opportunity to learn and specialize in a niche, strategies for setting up and managing your own virtual assistant business, guidance on setting your rates, managing your finances, tips on marketing yourself as a virtual assistant, finding clients and building a strong online presence, access to a community of peers and professionals in the virtual assistant field, opportunity for live interaction, feedbacks and collaboration, possible mentorship or internship opportunities for those that qualify, hands-on projects or assignments that stimulate real-world virtual assistant tasks, completion certificates, continuous learning resources to keep your skills updated even after the course has ended. At any point in the training, if you ever feel confused, ask question. There is no training day that has ended without me asking, what question do you have? There is no training day that has ended. I always wait back to listen to. I have always waited back to listen to my students. I don't leave any of my students hanging, even if I don't know the answer, because I'm not an angel to know everything. When I come back the next day, I will tell you, I will go and look for the answer, or I will keep it open. Everybody in the class, we are all learning. As much as you're like, she's my coach, I'm your coach because I'm experienced. It does not mean that in the class, if somebody asks a question that you know, and I say, does anybody want to answer? You can raise up your hand and answer. Like, you can unmute yourself when it's time for question. We are adults, and I want us to learn as adults in this training. So at any point in this question, even if it is how to on your phone, all of a sudden you forget how to on your phone, we feel laugh for class, so, but we go still answer you. That's truth. There is no dumb question. There is no right or wrong question, so that you're not feeling like, Kai, I have a question, but I don't know how to ask, and maybe people will misinterpret me. Congratulations to those that want to misinterpret you. Your own is, you have asked your question. You have gotten the answer that you need, and you're happy. You're not on this journey with anybody. You paid, some people, before we moved payment to 37,000, some persons paid 30, some persons paid 31,250, some person paid 37,500, which is now the final price that we are on. I'm uncertain if the next cohort will be 50K or 37,500. I'm still trying to make that decision in my head to accommodate my students, especially those who are in Nigeria. But that being said, now you pay your money by yourself. Now you know what you go through to pay your money. I'm not saying that you should ask questions that you know you can find by yourself. What I'm saying is, when you need clarity, please ask. So what would you be needing for this class? Attention to details. Attention to details. Ability to push yourself to rewatch the recording. Willingness to learn is one thing. Willingness to implement is another thing. I've told us how important. You see, your assignment has 40%. That's to tell you how important doing your assignments is for those who, especially those who are newbie, who do not even have any experience at all in this industry. There are those of us in this training. There are different types of people in this training. There are 3 categories of people in this training. There are those that they like Chinyere and what Chinyere is doing. They already have their life figured out. They are just here because they need to listen to another person talk and probably pick 1 or 2 ideas. When I pay for trainings right now, I'm not going because I don't know what that person is teaching. I'm going there because I just want to be able to like pick their brain and learn 1 or 2 things. We have that kind of people in this training. We have people who have started, they are virtual assistants, but they just dabbled into becoming a virtual assistant. So they need somebody that can guide them and a community to belong to. And we have people that they do not even know what virtual assistant is. They are just starting from beginning. What is my goal? My goal is to be able to accommodate these 3 sets of people. Now, for this first set of persons, assignments might not be their problem. I'm very honest with you. They might not even do assignment for 1 day, and they'll be fine, right? Because some of them are already in their career. They are just looking for, I'm in my career, how do I move online inside my career? Assignments might not be their problem. They already have their CV. Maybe they just need 1 or 2 touch. They just need 1 or 2 touch. Right? Assignment might not be the problem of these people. For those who have dabbled into virtual assistants, you still need that experience. So you want to do your assignments. For those who are newbie, you want to do your assignments because you need it. Secondly, you need to show up for yourself. I cannot overemphasize that. Nobody is going to show up for you. I'm going to show up as your coach. Nobody is entitled to knock on your door every class day and tell you that there is class. You know right now that you have class Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Accommodate it in your schedule. By the grace of God, our class time will be 7 to 10. Sometimes we might pass 10. For those in other countries that are maybe 2 hours ahead of Nigeria, I have students that used to join this class in midnight. So if those people that is in their midnight, they are not complaining. Mwetagi, those of us in Nigeria, or those of us in 7 p.m., 8 p.m. complaining. If I catch you, I bite your ear. That is what I'm saying. Right? You have paid for this training. This is me pushing you to be serious with it. Be ready to learn and not complain. There'll be a lot of new things to learn. So you need to embrace learning consistently in this 1 month. Phone or laptop. Your phone is not a limitation. If you have a laptop, beautiful. A clear scenario of your phone and your laptop is somebody who is trekking to the market and somebody who is using a bicycle. That is a clear scenario. Now, the person who is trekking, we get to the same market the person who is using a bicycle to, we get to. But the difference is time, speed, and how quick you get there. If I have a laptop and you ask me to quickly search something, of course, I will do it faster than you. My interface will, of course, be different because it's a bigger screen. If you have a phone, it's a smaller screen. The best way to maximize your phone is to always put it in desktop mode. You can always use it as a landscape. If you need it to use it to work, use it as a landscape. Use it as a landscape and put it in desktop mode. Desktop mode is, it would work as if you're using a laptop, but of course it's still a phone. So always use it like this, but in desktop mode. Again, you would need your writing book and pen that is dedicated to this virtual assistant training. Find a good spot in your house. There was one cohort that I was teaching. One day, one of my students unmuted and she's seated in front of Big Brother Ninja. You can't give what belongs to Caesar and give what belongs to God. I hear say una dey collect wetin belong to Caesar now. You can't serve 2 masters at the same time. That's just the truth. You can't be in a training where you are learning tools. You're learning some things you're hearing for the first time and you're seated in front of your TV. Who is deceiving who? So who is deceiving who? You're the one deceiving yourself. So you need to tell yourself the truth. This 1 month, I'm going to make space for this and I'm going to learn. So create a good spot in your house. It could be in your room, but avoid your bed. Many times that I've lied down on my bed to do things, I end up sleeping. Class is 7 p.m. Nigerian time. So class days, Monday to 7 p.m., Monday, 7 to 10 p.m. Some days we might pass 10 p.m. because of what we are learning. For us to be able to finish this module, some modules we might end before 9, some modules by 10, some modules by 11, but it is 7 to 10. That is what we have. The reason why I'm saying some modules in my past 11 is some persons will still come to my DM. Coach, don't you know that you said 7 to 10? If you're tired at the class at any point and you want to go, please go and continue with recording. I have to finish what I am teaching. If not, I carry it over and I will keep carrying the classes over. So now me go sit down, they talk for 4 hours. So your own is to listen. So I don't know who is doing the work, the person listening or the person talking. But sometimes now my students who they listen, now they turn saying na them they do the work. So please, to avoid DMs and saying, coach, you did not end the class on time. If we finish, some of the modules might get to 11, 7 to 11. I hope to stay within 7 to 10. But those that will slightly get to 11 would accommodate it. Will there be a break time? Chidebere is asking, will there be a break time at all? That's why I say when you're coming, come with your water and what you're munching on. Now you they teach. She mean me go sit down, they teach. Now me go they tell you what to do. Right? So there is no break time. If we have break time, so many of us will slip up from the break time. I have tried it in my training. Anything I tell you that we are not doing is because it has not worked. Some persons from that break time, they leave and they don't come back. Some persons from that break time, they sleep off. So no break time. We're going to go straight into it and finish it. Now for the bonus classes will not happen Monday, Wednesday, Friday because those are my fixed time. Monday, Wednesday, Friday are my fixed time of teaching. The bonus classes might happen on a Tuesday, it might happen on a Thursday, it might happen on a Saturday, or even a Sunday as the case might be. The instructors will tell me the day they want to teach, and I will pass that on to you. So, but I will keep us informed. Training channel, I said it in my communication yesterday that our first class, which is today class, and our last class, which is like my bonus or my extra class in this training, will be on YouTube. From Monday class, our training will be on Zoom. Your recorded videos will be on Telegram and would use WhatsApp to communicate. So at this time, if you have any question, please go ahead to put it in the comment section. If you have any question right now, let me begin to see your questions if you have any. But I want to believe that I did a good job with clarifying everything you want to hear. And I already dropped a couple of information. I already dropped on Ayemi said, how about stretches or toilet break? Carry your phone or your laptop, they go the toilet break. Oh. Just carry it in your hand if you're going on it. But trust me, to be fun. It will be fun that you might not even want to stand up. And the reason why I also don't take break is I might lose my line of thoughts. So, you know, when you're teaching and you've prepared for it, if you take break, it might be okay for you. But if I take break, I might come back and I'm like, what am I like? I might lose my line of thoughts and I don't want to like get to a point where I'm teaching and I've lost my line of thoughts. And students will also be asking questions in the comment section. So it's a lot. You will see it. Now, some of them are going to even pity me, go say, Coach, go and sleep. Coach, go and rest, because you will see it. You will see it when it starts. So, on a very good note, I want you to remember that the best way to predict your future, the best way to actually predict your future is to create it. Don't wait for anybody. If there is a future that you want, that you've envisioned, if there is a future that you want to be on, you can create it with your hand. Like you can create your future with your hand. So don't listen to any cock and bull and all of that. Class time again. I already showed the class time. Class time is 7 to 10. However, sometimes we might pass 10. Thanks so much for your clarification. Please, are we to open PayPal account if we work for clients that pay in foreign currency? So Zainab, I would say for now, don't worry too much about what you're opening. we are just starting this journey. What the platform you would open to collect your money would not be a problem. We are going to cover it in one of the training. So good questions. So somebody is asking, I'm going to return back here, pick a couple of questions, then go back to sharing again. Okay. Millicent is saying 2 hours is okay for the training. You know. God will help you, Millicent. I'm trying to find all of the questions that we need, okay, so that I can answer them. Thank you so much for clarifying. Okay, I think I've answered the PayPal. The next question is, hi coach, I saw your message about posting our assignment on social media, and I wanted to clarify if this will be compulsory aside posting on the group you would create possible. Part of what you'll be doing today in today's assignments, for those of us who done, at least you're supposed to have 2 social media handles for posting your assignments. Now, I've had cases of people saying, oh, I'm working, I don't want my boss, because they are on LinkedIn, there is Instagram, there is Facebook, there is Thread, there is Twitter. So you can do any other social media. But the goal of you posting is so that you can document your journey. Like, documenting your journey is very, very essential in this industry. So that is what you'll be doing. So, of course, it will be very important that you post your assignments and you're going to tag me to them. So is there age limits for the employers? There is no age limit as long as you're not a child, at least from 18, right? You should be fine. Okay, phone, earpiece, power bank, all right. I understand that posting could be beneficial for building a social media presence as a VA and attracting potential clients. However, I'm not currently active on some of the platforms listed. You don't need all of the platform listed. You just need at least 2. At least 2 where you want to build your brand. Preferably, I would say LinkedIn, Instagram or Facebook, or even Twitter. LinkedIn, Twitter, or Thread. Preferably LinkedIn and any other social media. But if you can't do LinkedIn because you're working and maybe you don't want any of those attraction because of your boss, you can do other social media. So somebody is saying, how will you accommodate those who don't have a Telegram? Because my Telegram requires me to use a phone, yet I do not have smartphone at the moment. I'm using only a laptop. You can download Telegram on your laptop. You can download Telegram on your laptop. So please download Telegram on your laptop. So what do you advise? Because I want to ensure I approach this in the best way. James, you're deleting your message. Sorry, my question is cautious because I can't type it all together. I have done 6 hours trainings. Okay, Charity, please explain how do we post these assignments. Don't worry about the assignments yet. After this video is ready, I will still post it on Telegram, share introduction assignments. When we come to class on Monday, like, the assignment is well detailed on what to do, right? Because if I start explaining it now, it might end up also confusing you. So when you see the assignment and you finish reading it and you don't know what to do, when we come to class and we're asking questions, I would still walk you through the assignment and explain it. So I'm not just going to give you a bunch of assignments and not explain it to you. So thank you, Coach. In a short time, you have impacted a lot this evening. How do we tag you? Just wait to see the assignment first. Coach, is there a link where we can have access to the course outline to read it out on our own? Can people still pay for this training before Monday? Yes. From now till Monday, people can still pay for this training. So if there's anybody you want to still be part of this training and you want them to join, they can join from now till Monday. So they still have opportunity to join from now till Monday. So yes, people can still join from today till Monday. They can still join the training. So thank you, everyone. So if you have siblings, sisters that you want to join this training, we're not yet done. I still have few things to share on my slide. So if you have siblings you want to join this training, feel free to invite them to join. And okay, add to stage. So if you have siblings you want to join this training, you have friends you want to pay for them to join. So we say I'm a 9 to 5 in this Lagos, and yes, I'm ready for this. Thank you so much. So if you have any friends, siblings, brother, children you want to register for this training, feel free to get them on board. You can already see all that is involved, all that we're going to be doing in this 1 month. Trust me, you will leave this training feeling like you know what to do. You will leave this training feeling full, feeling like you know your next step from here. And I'm not lying one bit. So again, I was telling you that the best way to predict your future is to create it. Chioma, let's start the training first. And as we continue, so that you don't become overwhelmed with plenty assignments and projects. So can we use the existing social media page? Of course, yes. So Adeyemi said, Coach, why did you mention women since without men? I beg, no verse. Oh, no, my mistake be that. No verse. We actually have men in this class. So I beg, no verse. Forgive your coach, please. Oh. Praise said, I love the way you teach. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So I want you to keep at the back of your mind that the best way to predict your future is to create it. That future that you want to go into, nobody's going to create it for you. Nobody's going to push you to become that better person that you want to be. You are the only person that can push yourself. And that is why I do a lot of motivating my students. I try to motivate my students. How important sometimes it is for you to, I understand how important it is for you to push yourself. One thing I want to also let you know is that this journey might become overwhelming. You might get to a point where you're questioning your ability. Am I doing the right thing? All of it is totally fine. So we have, how can you accommodate people that are newbies and not technological savvy in terms of learning tools quickly? One thing for sure is I'm going to teach as much as I can. But for people who are new, I'll provide resources you can also fall back to. All the class recording will be available. You also would have to push yourself, right? But in terms of teaching you to understand, I will do my best to do that, right? So I will do my best to do that. Coach, when we start applying for a job, hope no phones won't be a barrier. When you start applying for a job and you have a phone, of course, it's not all the jobs you can apply for. But you can start from where you are. When you start earning, you work towards getting a laptop. You can start saving to get a laptop. A laptop is important. There are jobs that you might not be able to do without a laptop properly. But there are jobs you can also do with just your phone. Things like social media management, you can do them from your phone. Content creation, you can do them from your phone, right? So there are jobs you can do from your phone. When you start doing these assignments, you will see jobs that are easier. You yourself, you will see them. You see that there are jobs, you see that there are class works and tasks that I give to you that are relatively easy. So those ones you can know that these are things you can do with your phone. But those ones that are buried, that there are struggles for you to do from your phone, you would know that those ones will be tasks that will require a laptop. So that's that. So just join me because of electricity. Will I be able to watch this video later? Once this video is done, I would share it on your group. I would also put it on your Telegram. Then it will also follow up with your assignment. I'm falling in love with your smile face as a it's a positive energy. I love your vibe, man. Thank you so much, Blessing. Thank you so much. So just before we leave, is it possible to keep our 9 to 5 work and still work as a VA for another company? This is a case-by-case question. For some persons, this might work. If your 9 to 5 is not very stressful and you have ample of time, then fine, you can keep your VA job. There are VA jobs that are also like 9 to 5. You work for them from 9 to 5. So in such situation, you might not be able to do that. So you need to, maybe at some point, choose working remotely over 9 to 5. And I tell people that na me suffer pass, no be title. Na me they do 9 to 5. Na me they jump on bus. No be title, no be waiting that they use do younger. If you see a remote work that is paying you better than your 9 to 5 that you're always burning fuel to go to, your health inclusive, I rather choose the 9 to 5, even if, as long as it gives me comfort and peace. So over all the hustle and bustle of going to work. So that's why I used to say that. Now me struggle pass, no be title, like no be badge of honor. So when you get to that point, trust me, you'll be able to like choose carefully when you have seen the one that works for you. So if you have anybody if you're just joining this training right now, and you have not, so for all my students, I would see you in class. If you're not my student and you want to be, for those of us who want to register our siblings, our friends, and you want to gift somebody this training, as I feel like this is, with all of the modules that I've called out, you can already see how packed and how intense it is. Some of them are not even properly broken down because of space. There are some certain informations you don't also want to put out so that people don't steal your secret recipe. So the module and the trading pack is far more than what we just saw right now. But there are some things I try to also just keep to myself, because these are like things I teach my students because they are my students. So if you want to like offer this training to anybody, even just based off of what you can already see, feel free to today, tomorrow, Sunday, Monday. After Monday class, we will not be taking in registration again. Why? As an instructor, I believe that it is very important that you start on the day the training has started. People can easily catch up on today's class, catch up on Monday class, but once the training has become a lot, I don't advocate for you. So if you pay me on Wednesday, I will tell you no, you will join the next cohort. Why? I'm just a coach that is fair. There's no need pushing you into a class and you're struggling. It would affect your motivation even after you finish taking the training. So I know some persons are waiting for salary. So anybody that wants to like register, they have until from now, today being Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. After Monday class, I would still allow people. That's because it's just our first class, and it's also like an introduction of like the overview of the industry. From Wednesday class, we're already going into the technical aspect of learning tools and all of that. So from now till Tuesday, anybody that wants to register can still register for the class. So for those that are novice, you don't have anything to worry. As long as you're willing to learn, trust me, you'll be fine. Today's assessment or assignment will be shared once this video is uploaded so that you can read it and see what you're supposed to do. So you can still register for this cohort, or if you have anybody who wants to register for this cohort. So thank you so much, everyone, for coming to class today. I look forward to, in all honesty, seeing you win, seeing you succeed. That is like my biggest goal. So I'm going to push you. I'm going to drag you. If I see cane, I can even flog you, just to ensure that you leave your comfort zone and do what you're supposed to do. For the mothers among us, let me start from you. It might get overwhelming because you have children, you have responsibilities. I have a toddler too. So if you register somebody, just send me the receipt and their phone number. So if you want to register anybody, register them, like pay for them, send me their receipt and their phone number. Please remember that the training fee is 37,500. So even if you're registering, please, it has to be the 37,500, please. So for the mothers among us, I'm going to talk to the fathers just before I leave. But I want you to understand that there is something I told my students, and this is just the reality. Many of you took a career break in your career, and that is why you feel like right now maybe you're struggling, maybe things are not happening as fast as you want. In dollar, it is Sylvester. In dollar, it is $50. It is $50, Sylvester, in dollars. So many of us took a career break, and you're like, right now you're feeling overwhelmed. You're feeling like, can I even do this? I go to work, I have children. How do I even navigate this path? It might be tough, right? But what is more tougher is you realizing that your children are also all growing. When I had my baby while as a master's student. I was going to school, I was teaching, I was still doing my VA, I was still pushing. Nobody has ever found it easy. It is more difficult if you're a parent. If you're a single lady right now, you don't have an excuse. You don't have an excuse whatsoever. You don't have an excuse. Sometimes I focus on mothers because I am a mother. I know the burden. Like, I sleep with the burden, I wake with the burden. I know what it feels like. I know there are fathers that are present, but no matter how present a father is, even the responsibility a mother still carries. Mental health, they are present with everything, right? Mothers do not go on break. You can't wake up tomorrow and say that you're taking a break from being a mother, or you're taking a break from being a father. Once you're a mother, you're a mother. So one thing I also do for my students outside teaching you is to understand your reality. Somebody say you're a motivator. Thank you so much. I'm not just talking because I have learned this. Anything you see me share with you and motivate you with, they are my own personal story. My personal story. Like, they are my own personal story. So with toddlers, it is difficult. But imagine this case scenario. That child that is 2 today, that you're taking a break for, in the next, maybe you're going to take a break for 10 years, you will become a housewife, no contribution. They will shove you around. Money stops nonsense. This is not a women's meeting, but having your own money, even in your marriage, gives you mouth to talk. It gives you mouth to talk, and your contribution will become meaningful. So, like, be using your head. Even money makes your contribution to make sense in a marriage. Honey, don't worry, I will take care of the school fees. He go owe you in high esteem, high regard. No be anyhow, like, you can't be easily pushed about. Even in women's meeting, now people wey get money, now then they give position. It's not about who went to school. It's about the hand DigiCash, the hand that owes the money. Who is that person that they will call and he will answer them? Those are the people in your village meeting that they are your share ladies. It's not just about being educated. It's because they also have money. There are other educated people there that don't have money. They did not give them any title. Go and check. Say, I like your soft two Igbo jabs. Go and check them. All those people that they gave title, they have money. They have money. I don't know how to explain this to you for you to understand. Onyeji Cash, God bless you. Onyeji Cash is who? Jide Cash. Is Jide Cash. And like when you hold cash, when you're talking, everybody will stop and listen. If you don't have cash and you're talking, just leave her. When she's done, she'll be fine. They proceed to other people. If you be saying only secretary, now secretary for meeting, no, they too get money. Because now meeting, they need them to the right. Treasurer, now person wey get money. Treasurer, they no fit give treasurer position to person wey dey poor. You go chop your money. So, secretary, whether you get money or not, they fit give you secretary position because your own are to the right minute of meeting. But all those top position, presido, vice president, treasurer, na people wey get money, then they give. That is one part. If you pause your life right now, because your child is 4, you need to be a present mother. Your child is 6, you need to be a present mother. Your child is 10, you need to be a present mother. The truth you have not told yourself is you would always be a mother for life. You would always be a father for life. Those children, whether you understand it now or not, even in your 90s, your daughter that is 50 is still your child. In this my age, if I stay and I'm sick, my mother is worried and I'm 30-something. Why? I would always be her child. I will always be my mother's child. You would always be your mother's child. So that child you have right now will always be your child. And this is for mothers and fathers. They are not going anywhere. They would always be your child. So don't pause your own life. Motherhood is beautiful. Don't pause your own dream just because you feel like you can't handle all. You can handle all. Our body naturally stretch to accommodate whatsoever. To accommodate. So your body naturally will stretch to accommodate. Secretary, now people will get fan handwriting. Having your own money as a woman stops insult. So what I'm saying is your children will grow. That your child that is 2 today, in the next couple of years, they've gone to college. They have started their own life. And I feel like this is where I'm going to draw my curtain on. They have started their own life, right? You're already in your old age. You will now begin to ask yourself, what did I do when Ebuka was 2? What did I do when Amaka was 1? You spent your life taking care of them. They have proceeded to start their own life. You're old already. Old, broke, no money, sad, angry. Why? Because you did not do anything with your own life. You only focusing on taking care of children. It's hard though. It's hard to do the 2. But I rather do the 2 than live in regrets later. So when that my child is 18 and they are going to college. I am already retiring because I have worked and I'm not feeling sad that I'm poor or that I'm broke. That is one. For the fathers among us, be a present father. You get why. As much as you want to make the money provide for your children, there are things money cannot do. Money cannot give them your absence. Money cannot give them your absence. Money cannot cover your absence for them. Once you miss those sports games, you miss going for their PTA meeting, you miss being present, you can never recover them back. Even if you provide everything in the world for them, somewhere in their mind, they will still know that their father was absent. Like they will still know that their father was absent. So while you're trying to make all of the money secure the bag, try to be present for your wife and for your children. For the young girls among us, parents are trying. That bag you want to secure, you see that bag that is hanging on a Iroko tree that you want to secure. Secure it. That career path, you need to figure out. Figure it out before you say I do. Figure it out before you say I do. Once you say I do, the game don't change. No be only you did the game again on a day two. God helping you, you born, the game don't turn to 3 players. It is not like when you're the only person. Now you be referee. Now you hold your ball. Now you get the field. Now you have all of that. If you come out for house, you come back, nobody go question you. Once there is a second party, you don't even feel come out for house without telling say you dey come out. Not like when you're going out and you're with your parents, you won't say you're going out, right? I hope we understand what I'm saying. But it's different when you have somebody you're now accountable to. Somebody who is accountable to you. It changes the ball game entirely. You say, I can replay. Please, I'm depressed, coach. Please don't be depressed. Oh. It's too early to be depressed. We'll be successful. Our efforts in this class will not be in vain. Amen. Amen. Thank you, coach. You're an eye-opener. Thank you there. Thank you, coach. I can totally relate. Took a 10 years break. Took my life back 3 years ago. No regret. But I know go do them again. Adora, thank you so much for saying this, because sometimes when I say it, it looks like I don't even know what I'm saying. But I know that so many persons have taken career break, that coming back right now is so hard for them. To be looking at even the things you know how to use before will be sounding so foreign to you right now, right? So thank you for sharing that. I really appreciate. For the young ladies among us, chase your future like your life depends on it. For the students among us, I'm just going to tie this with the young ladies among us and even young guys. When you're at university, you will hear some people tell you that school is a scam. School is a scam. Now, the person where they tell you say school is a scam, that person wants to scam you. Even if your certificate is not useful today, put it under your bed. Tomorrow, it will be useful. Whatever I am doing today, or wherever I have gotten to today, my certificates contributed to it. That club you're feeling like, Kai, I know they live life. You're feeling like you're not enjoying life. You're just protecting yourself. Focus on the most important right now. Most important. Make your own money. Graduate well. Graduate well. Study hard. If you want to Make money by the side. Of course, that is why you're taking this training. Make money by the side. Call your own shots. Every other thing that you see is passing by. It's passing by. I was telling my younger brother one day, you see this life you feel like you're coming out to enjoy. You will get tired. You will get tired. You will get tired. Abachiegu onaluku. What that means is when you finish dancing, where do you used to feel the pain? In your waist, of course. Position yourself where you're going to. The earlier, the better, the best for you. If you leave me to keep motivating you, I can keep talking and motivating you from today to tomorrow. But a word, they say, is enough for the wise. He that has ears, those, when I finish talking to my younger ones, I will tell them, Imara Asu, for the Igbos among us, that's why anything you hear me say in Igbo, I interpret it in English. I used to tell my younger ones, when I finish talking to them, where I used to wrap my word is, Imara Asu, Isuonikwe. What that means is, if you know how to pound, you pound inside the mortar. Ijama Asu, which means if you don't know how to pound, you pound on your leg. This is a journey. Can you make money from this industry? Of course, yes. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. Some persons might wake up in 1 month, land their clients, awesome, beautiful. But until you get to your turn, don't keep growing. Don't stop growing. Don't stop improving. Don't stop working on yourself. And everybody will be fine at the end of it. So take care, everyone. I think this is just like 2 hours, and I would see us on class. I will see us in class next week, or once class starts. Every update and information will be passed on. Every update and information will be passed on the WhatsApp group. And for those of us who wants to register people, feel free to totally do that. And I can't wait to see you win. I can't wait to see you succeed. And I cannot wait. The biggest part of all of this is, Coach, I've got my job. That is my biggest prayer every single day for my students, to finish this training, get a job, start making money, start enjoying their own money, because, of course, there is money to be made. So you guys should take care, enjoy yourself. And so I see somebody say 12 years gap, no work experience, focused on family while waiting for job in Nigeria, and add none. He cut out for this now, cried, regretted all, but thank God. Ellen, I'm happy that you're taking a step to like work, and 12 years gap. Wow. I like that this is helping me morally, more like a life coach. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone. I am really appreciative of your kind words, and I can't wait to see each and every one of us succeed. So guys, class as I'm going to see you in the WhatsApp group. Please make my head rest more before now. You don't have to DM for recording. You don't have to DM for assignments. Everything will be put on the Telegram group. So please, this video will be ready soon. Your assignment too much. Just relax. Training just started, so we keep updating the group till like when we finally get to like the end of this training. So, and we're still going to be meeting in our first class, so you literally have nothing whatsoever to worry about. I got you. So take care, everyone, and I cannot wait to see you I cannot wait to see you land your job and become who you want to be. Take care and have a great day.